What is popping? We're getting in to the playoffs here. Again, this is way long ago that I'm getting around to recording this. But, we are playing Arrow again. Last time, have to say, took care of him pretty handily. It's pretty much just that Mega Mence, because Chin Pao, when we've got our Greninja, when we've got our Zamazenta, really can't do much to us. So we are, just stocking up on checks to Mega Mence, really. Greninja can handily deal with Chin Pao with this. I thought it was a little bit bulkier this time around, but it can switch into whatever Chin Pao wants to do, unless he wants to predict a Sacred Sword, and it's not that easy to predict a Greninja coming in on a Chin Pao. Same thing with Ho-Oh. Just so bulky. Look at we got our triple Scarf here. Been spamming Scarf all season. It's easy to do. I really like I guess it's not this time around, because our Greninja, I believe, is EV'd to outspeed +1 Mence with our Scarf here, and Oko with the Ice Beam. But we've got Kobas on both Tangrowth and Zamazenta, and the Tera Electric Dunsparce with the Ice Beam and the Glare Ice Fang on Zamazenta. Chin Pao just shouldn't get out of control when we have all these Scarfers, as well as Zama. I've got 3 Toxic users for Dirge and Porygon 2. Have Tangrowth and Scarf Ho for Ogerpon. Ogerpon being one of the bigger problems, but with Scarf Ho-Oh, that helps. Monkey Dory is honestly probably one of the bigger threats, but I'm not super concerned. We should be able to take care of that. We don't have Dark Pulse on Hydreigon, but that's because he's Tera. Triple Scarf, have just infinite ways to revenge here. Corviknight's not scary. I feel like Corviknight is really not, it's not scary in draft, because, you can, it can't really, it's difficult to imagine scenarios in draft where Corv or Skarm can indefinitely sit on something. It's maybe easier to imagine the Power Trip Corv set, to be honest, but it's not that scary of a set when we have a Ho-Oh and even our Tera Electric to Dunsparce rather, and then Trapinch, no comment, and Thundurus is again not. I should maybe respect Thundurus a little bit more than I do, but we've got something for everything here. Did I mention Tusk? I mean, we've got Ho-Oh, we've got Tangrowth, we've got Zamazenta. We've got multiple checks for everything on his team. It's not even a bad team. It's just that we're more prepared, I guess. Our team is very well rounded. Ho-Oh is a monster. Offensive regen, can come in and, hit huge recoil moves like Brave Bird. Just come back out, come back in, back out, can switch in on anything. Incredible typing. It's been everything that I wanted it to be. I should even, it's, obviously my Uber 1, but I should be more appreciative of it, because that's, it's really amazing. So I guess let's just get into it. Nothing, there's no Chin Pao, and there's no Great Tusk. Gonna try to Thundy me, I suppose. Last time, I think it was last time, yeah, Thunderous died a quick death. Just was, sacked, and didn't really get in front of anything to threaten it. So yeah, let's just go ahead and see if we can't still analyze this properly. We'll lead off with a Porygon. Interestingly enough, we lead off with Hydreigon, because it is one of our Scarfers. It can simply U-turn out. It can get, if he wants to lead off Ments, deal with that right away. Real quick, there's Flamethrower and Toxic. And actually, yeah, we've got a Scarf Toxic, and that's exactly what we're going to go for. I didn't really care if he wanted to Ice Beam me. If he Toxics us, again, that's fine as well. We're a Scarf Pokemon, so tossing us is no big deal because we're going to be pivoting out a whole lot. That's why Toxic on regen Pokemon is not that big a deal. And we're going to get a second Toxic on both of his Toxicable walls. He, for some reason, decides to Tort Song the Ho-Oh. I don't know if he thinks he's going to just, eventually, set up on me with, and eventually, Shadow Ball me down. But I'm going to go into my Greninja, and that is going to do 33% at +1. So that's cool. Go ahead and, yeah, don't bother with that. Just U-turn out. I don't care, because even if I did have Hydro Pump, it would not, OHKO. Don't really want to get hit with another one. Was thinking of just going back out into Ho-Oh, I guess. Oh, and we end up with huge damage on the Ogerpon. There was really no sense in doing a water move at that spot when he has this here. So, yeah, simple. Huge damage with that Protean. Us being Scarf, we go ahead and we take out that huge threat. Trace's Regenerator. No sense in staying in and getting damage when I can't do anything else. Except I went right ahead and did that. Yeah, I went into this to avoid getting Toxic on my Ho-Oh, is the main thing. And I just didn't really want to give him Switch Initiative, is I believe the reasoning for that play. He's going to get it here if he decides to U-turn with his Corv, but he doesn't because he doesn't suspect I'm Scarf, given the fact that I'm Toxic, I think. So Ho-Oh comes in for free. And we predict this coming in on Sacred Fire. And we just Brave Bird. Go for another one, but it lives. And at this point we're getting chipped down. Just going to go into Gren again. And he doubles back into... I guess it's not a double, no, but he goes back into Porygon. Okay. I guess he just didn't want to sit on the Toxic chip. Oh, shoot. I hate going back. But we'll do it. That's my guess, not wanting to sit on the Toxic chip, going into the other wall. Not wanting to go into Corviknight because he doesn't know I'm Scarf yet. Even though he should know I'm Scarf because I outspit his Ogerpon. So there's no way the Ogerpon was slow. I think he's just not the best player, to be quite honest. But Greninja's going to come in on this so that it doesn't get Toxic. Greninja getting Toxic would actually be kind of bad because then it can't, come in as easily on Dirge. And it should be able to do that 2 more times. Hopefully. Actually, no, even more than that because the first time it was hit with a +1. So it can continue to come in on Dirge, no problem, probably. Okay, here's Thundurus. So you turn out, never scared. Simple Volt Switch. No Sludge Wave Predict or anything like that. I guess, I mean, I don't know. It's annoying to pull out the calc, but I would like to know if I, just predicted him to go for the most simple move or what. Because Sludge Wave would have probably been annoying. I don't know if it would have occurred. Because I am not SPDF, and I am not, Assault Vest. I probably could have stayed in there on the slack off, but whatever. Don't want to risk it. No sense in it. This time we can go for a Scald. And do 64%, which is awesome. Now, nothing wants to take a Scald. He goes Thunderous for some reason. It's a burn. I'm Scarfed. And we finish it off. Okay. He could have gone Porygon too, but at that point, yeah. Continue to be chipped, I guess. I don't know if that would have 2-hit Porygon 2 from that spot, though, but, it's just getting continually worn down either way. And, yeah, we do go Hydra on the T-Bolt that time. Because we're thinking that, he probably wouldn't Ice Beam. Could have gone Tangrowth. But, there's Toxic afoot. So, Hydreigon is still the switch right now. Could have easily Toxic'd into the Greninja slot, so we wanted to cover for that with Hydreigon. Could stay in and knock, not risking it. No sense. Scald kills from that range. But that's fine because we know that something else is probably going to come in. Could have probably Scalded. Probably could have 2-hit, not positive. But anyway, we do finish it off. And he slacks off back to full. He is Toxic though, so it doesn't matter. And we are up by a good chunk here. Can't touch Ho-Oh. Simply Brave Bird. At this point, he's going to give it up. I don't know why he didn't Shadow Ball that time. Don't know if he was Mono Torch Song. Terrible idea if so. Not staying in on Intimidated Brave Bird here. Go right into my check on his Dragon Dance. Tera up. And Glare. I could have Ice Beamed. But, just want to go ahead and limit this while I can. That's a really powerful Pokemon to do that, because it's neutral, because I'm +1 defense. Very powerful Pokemon, and he can't do anything at this point, so we're just going to stun. Glare, just make it easier for us. Go ahead and outspeed. And Charge Beam. We reveal the tech. Charge Beam is a great move in draft because a lot of Pokemon get it. I was looking at it in the actual current league that I'm in. An opponent that had Corviknight. I was thinking of putting it on my Mega Audino, who I have for the second time. But decided not to. And there we go. Tera Electric, Charge Beam, Dunsparce. Picking it up. And a clean 6-0. Yeah, I mean, there was really at no point any kind of play made on us there. And we got to style with a couple techs. Koba Berry, Scarf, Toxic, Hydreigon, and of course, Dunsparce for the win to finish it off. Well, what Ice Beam would have done, but I wouldn't have O-Code. And I may have had to have given up Dunsparce at the end. Not that we need all this differential at this point, but 6-0s are fun, and we just got one. And this is on to the semifinal round. Goodbye.